and and whatever, Good morning to you. Man, I got my mustache all screwed up this morning. I don't know what the hell I did to it, but it's all. We're gonna do a little mustache touch up here real quick. I trimmed it and I screwed it all up. I guess I could have done pre-grooming before I came on, but you know, what the hell? What the hell? Yeah, stupid. I said, thank you. Get rid of my man wrinkles. Man wrinkles, man wrinkles. What are we all up to this morning? I'm recycling coffee cups. Spend like $6 for these stupid cups, every day. Might as well recycle and make homemade coffee for once. Homemade coffee's not bad. Oh, it's not as good as the coffee shop espresso, but it's not bad. And it's Maxwell House, so they say it's good to the last drop. I think it's Maxwell House is what I got. Yeah. I was drinking Folgers for a minute, but me and Folgers, we don't seem to get along. Uh, Particularly well. Morning, Yuki. You feeling better this morning? Did you get some rest? You weren't all sicky sick? Oh. Oh, I figured they were going to send you home if you were sick. I mean, they can't work around the foods if you're sick. That's just nonsense. That's many health code violations. Oh, so how you feeling, Yuki? You feeling better? You feeling less sick this morning? My coworker, she's a health nut. I have pneumonia or bronchitis. Probably bronchitis. Probably need to go to the doctor and get some steroids. Would be my best guess. I never do. I just let it. Morning, Amy. I just stick it out and work with it until it goes away. That's what I do. But you know, because I don't like doctors. Good morning, Amy. How are you? But you know, I'm a stubborn old man. I don't like going to the hospital if I don't have to. Just, that's just what we do. Oh, the coffee's hot. Because they sent me home today. They want me to go to me into the full 5.5 shift tomorrow. I mean, 5.5 hour shift ain't that bad. At one time in my life, I was working 714, so 5.5 shifts not bad. I know the silly goats this morning weren't listening though. I mean, they're up here now, but they keep edging for the road. Yeah, I'm coughing it so hard it hurts my back and my ribs. Well, you probably should go to the doctor. Go get some medicines so you're not hacking up a lung. Would be my best guess. I mean, you have insurance through your work? If so, go to the hospital. Well, it's Saturday, so yeah, you're gonna have to go to the ER because no doctor's offices are open on Saturday. Those lazy bums. I miss the days that doctors that could just, they come to your home. Traveling doctor people. I mean, it was never during my lifetime, but how cool would that be back in the old days where you just called the doctor up and he shows up to your home and you don't got to go in. Morning. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Oh, my neck is stiff this morning. Yeah, I got health insurance, but I don't think my job gives me any. Oh, well, as long as you got it, you might as well use it. I mean, that's probably a good theory. I mean, just go in there. They'll probably just give you a couple steroids for your bronchitis and or make you take some whole bunch of fluids and things. Vice versa. That's why we got the doctors, so we can go in there and have them give us the drugs. Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, there's a bunch of morning animal boy. There's a hell of a name, animal boy. You climb all over the you climb all over the walls, animal boy. I might have when I was a kid. We used to climb up the. We had a basement. We just put our feet and hands on the walls, and we'd shimmy shake up the concrete wall. Had to be careful you didn't slide down and hurt yourself though, because that was a possibility if you lost traction with your hands. So I'm good. How are you? I walked into my house and my grandma just screamed, "You're gonna go to." You know, grandmas, they're always right. You know, you can't fight with grandma. You know, I mean, you can, but it's probably going to be a losing battle. Good. Am I going to? Nice. Must be warmer you're at. It ain't pool day here. Say my name, Carlson. Okay, Carlson, Dan. If your name's Carlson, why would you go by Danielle? I mean, it's, uh, question of the day. I mean, if your name if you go by Danielle there, why would you go by Carlson there? Oh, morning, Alan. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Mr. Man. Mr. Man. I got a Mr. Son. He calls me Mr. Dad. That's always funny. I always know when he needs something because he was like, you know, he's always like, "Hey, Mr. Dad," you know. So I always know that he wants something instead of just like telling me you're the best daddy in the world and all that. I'm gonna go into the sub. Nice, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Ah, you're the best, animal boy. I like new subscribers. Helps the channel grow. Helps me get closer to my 500 match. I don't want to, Daniel. And you can't make me. Neener, neener, neener. I'm not telling you. That's all right. You always get that one lovely person in the morning that hasn't had their coffee yet. Danielle just needs her coffee. It's really weird because when I lived with my parents, they would yell at me for coffee and tell me to get up and have a leg. And now living in confidence is the plague. Well, you know, since COVID, everything is the plague anymore. What up, gang? What up? What up? What up? You know, so I think anymore everybody's just nervous and scared now. Ever since we came out of morning, Eric. How are you doing, my friend? Oh man, that's hot. I'll let that chill down for a little bit longer. But that would be my best guess, Yuki. Everybody's still nervous from the. God bless you too, sir. Is it still morning? It is where I'm at. It's only like 9 a.m. where I'm at. Let's see. It is 9:17 where I'm at. What car are you in? I'm in my car. That's what car I'm in. Yeah, I'm good, brother. Slept well. Sunny morning. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Been up since like 3:45 this morning. Played on the YouTubes for a while. Then I decided I was going to just have coffee and come hang out with all you people. I'm in Washington. That's a interesting state. I That's where I am at. I am in Washington. So I figured I'd come on and enjoy some cup of coffees with all you lovely people this morning. See what was going on around the world. Yeah, I don't want to do a Q&A this morning. Nobody likes Q's and A's. Nobody likes questions and answers. Because YouTube always gives me weird ones to ask. I think we just had that. No, never mind. The Q&A disappeared. So, it's 12:18 p.m. where I'm at. Man, you must be on the other side of the world for me. Morning, welcome in. My first live was Q&A. I forget what my first live was. I was just kind of my first live just came on, you know. I think I had like 2 people show up on my first live, so I'm old. I'm old enough to know better and still too young to care. 11:18 for me. Nice. Well, yeah, because you're in Ohio though, so it's still morning brisky time for me. Hell, it was cold this morning. I woke up, had ice on the windows, and I was like, well, I mean, I am a grandpa, so I can say I'm old because I'm a grandpa. Nice. I don't know why they keep my YouTube name is the Cereal Snatcher. I'm not Mr. Man. Oh, what kind of cereal snatchers do you steal? I mean, like, do you like steal the cereal or are you cereal? I think one's legal and one's not. Hello, Kelly. How you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. How's your morning going? You know, I always think it's funny because when I start my live streams, I always put not for kids. And for some reason, my channel, well, you know, I don't care. You know, I just kind of watch what I say. So it's, what's your favorite YouTuber? Myself. I am my favorite YouTuber. That's because I'm spoiled like that and I'm kind of selfish. Nice. I have a couple friends that live in Florida. They say it's a pretty state. I've been there. Man, it wasn't, you know, not my kind of environment, but you know. Who's your favorite YouTuber there, Carson? I'm hoping I can get a doctor note saying I can get out of work today. You should be able to. If you go to the ER, Yuki, you should be able to get a 72-hour rest and recuperate. See, if you were in Washington, you get paid sick days, so it doesn't matter. You go in, and they'd have to pay you for every day you were out sick. But I don't know how it is in Ohio, but you know, some states are different. And here in Washington, we pay extra out of our paychecks, so we have paid sick days. So it doesn't affect the employer, and it doesn't affect us. No, Jesus died yesterday. He rises on Sunday. That way we can go hang out with the Easter Bunny. Which I still never figured out what the Easter Bunny had to do with Jesus, but I figured it's just a fun day for everybody to enjoy. So, every kind of cereal is what I snatch. I like cereal. Actually, I used to like, oh, God, what was that cereal called? Had a little criminal and a little dog and uh, Cookie Crisp. I used to like Cookie Crisp when I was a kid. That was a good cereal. Of course, we always had to eat what my dad liked, and my dad liked the plainest, Janest, boring frickin' cereal that you can think of. So thank God for sugar, because well, exactly, Clips, because sugar helped on the old people cereal when I was a kid, because he would get these. I'm gonna just call them a big block of wheat because that's basically what you know. Because you got the little shredded wheat cereals. Well, this thing was like just a big thing of shredded wheat, and you just put it in your bowl, and it'd sit there and it'd dissolve. It was, oh man, it was the most nastiest cereal you've ever tasted in your life. But I don't know, about 20 spoonfuls of sugar, it gets your morning going. But I don't think they sell it anymore. They said I have a viral lung infection with the different doctors. Whoop, whoop, and cough. Nice. Well, that's not nice, but you should take better care of yourself, though. Mostly the good luck of charms. I like Lucky Charms. Granddad used to eat that, right? It was like the most horrible cereal ever known to man. Well, it was like I like oatmeal, but my first wife, she liked Multimilk. I don't know if you've ever eaten grits, but molten meal is kind of like grits. I mean, I like grits. I just don't like cream of wheat. That's just not a really. Ugh, it's not good. But she was a big favorite of cream of wheat, and I just could never eat it. It was gritty in your mouth, and oh no, no, thank you. I'm gonna hard pass on that one. But you know what the best breakfast is? A donut. You can never go wrong with a donut. You know, or flapjacks. Flapjacks or donuts. He loves us all to R.I.P. Right? Never tired of grits. I mean, I like grits. I mean, I like fried eggs on the side. A little butter in my grits, a little salt, a little pepper, a little sriracha. They go pretty good. You know, but at least grits have a nice little sweet flavor to them. Uh, Cream of wheat literally has no. It's like just eating a big bowl of sandpaper, like a big bowl of wet sand is would be my best guess to you know and a whole bunch of apple smoked bacon because you got to have your apple smoked bacon. That is so true, Eric. But grits and shrimp. Mm, I mean, I guess if you're going for a seafood style grit, I mean, I was talking more like a breakfast grit, but each their. I mean, I like shrimp and I like grits, so I guess I like the still Lucky Charms the most. You got a pot of gold at the end of your rainbow there, Mister? I've been searching for that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow forever, a whole lifetime. You never catch the end of the rainbow. Because I learned the other day, you just think rainbow's an arch. Rainbows are actually a full circle. So I like the American breakfast steak and eggs. I like steak and eggs. I actually like a big oh what the hell, big chicken fried steak. Not the chicken patty one though, but the perforated hamburger one with country gravy and hash browns on the side and some eggs and. But I like my hash browns a little bit crispier though. Most people like their kind of soggy and soft. And I don't like soft hash browns. Not my thing. But you know that's just where it's at, I guess. I mean, I, if I die, Grumpy, you're not. Oh, you're not gonna die. You're just gonna feel like poop for a few days, and then you're gonna be right as rain, zingy zingy all over again. You just got a little bit of a chest cold. You're fine. Crisp or not overly greasy. Yeah, crispy but not. Yeah. Actually, I think one of my favorite dishes, but I mean, it has to be crispy, but it's corned beef hash. Corned beef hash has to be, you just got to have that crunch to it, or it's just not. And it's a really fatty breakfast. I mean, it'll sit on your stomach all day long. But corned beef hash is pretty good stuff. I like to add some peppers and. I never tried it. You should try it. I like to add peppers and onions to mine though. Some jalapenos, but I like to fancy it up a little bit. But corned beef hash is good, especially if you have like right after St. Patrick's Day and you still have leftover corned beef. And then you just cube up some little tiny potatoes and you kind of mix it all together. It's actually, it's good stuff. And you can lay some eggs on top of it or eggs on the side and just kind of, eat a bite of egg. And so that's good stuff. I don't think you can go wrong with breakfast. I mean, breakfast was one of those meals that was designed you can eat all day long. Morning, you can eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, yeah. Yeah, I think I like eating breakfast. You know, there's some days where I don't want to cook dinner, and so I'm like, I'm just gonna make pancakes because that's just how I feel. You know, just make pancakes because you know, what are you gonna do? Just slap a whole bunch of syrupy up on there, and everybody can make a flapjack. Flapjacks are probably the easiest thing to learn how to cook. You know, I think the hardest thing was for me to learn how to cook though was, yeah, I'm gonna have to have you bring me some of that real rich, pure Canadian maple syrup. All we got is that corn syrup stuff down here, that fake syrup. I mean, it tastes good, but it's not real syrup. I mean, I could go back east and get some, but yeah, we just have a lot of corn syrup here, a lot of sugar syrup. So, is it true that your money smells like syrup, Eric? I've been told that your money smells of maple syrup. And if that's true, that's kind of cool. You know what I mean? No, I know where maple, I know where maple syrup comes from. I'm just, but your money, does your money actually smell like maple syrup? They say your money smells good. Which, why would you scent money? I don't know. I don't know about that, but maybe I haven't smelled it. Yeah, they say that your paper money smells like syrup. Your money's plastic. My money's plastic now because I don't like carrying around cash anymore. But untraceable. Oh, well, everything's traceable one way or another. Oh, that Maxwell house is not sitting well. It's not good for the last drought. No, not traceable. Oh, well. I had a theory. You know, this was just in my own criminal mind that, you know, because I was having a humor. But so there are some countries that don't do physical checks on like gold and stuff like that. And so I was like, you know, if I got a whole bunch of people together, right, and we went and robbed a whole bunch of jewelry stores and we smelted it down and we go to like Vietnam and like do a trade, a gold trade, right? Then come back to the United States and just reinvent the currency from Vietnam to American currency. But I'm not recommending anybody doing that because it's probably not a good thing. But it was, you know, it's just one of those thoughts you have when you're kind of super bored, you know. Grumpy's not saying robbing jewelry stores or banks or anything like that. It was just a short conversation, you know. I'm not recommending breaking the law. I was just saying it was one of my thoughts I was having because you know, and like you people can't tell me you never have had thoughts of robbing a bank. Come on, everybody dreams that plan out and they write it down on paper. Nobody ever does it. Well, the foolish people do it because they think they can get away with it, but here the plastic is supposed to be prevented from turning. Hey, Animal Boy, welcome back again. You must just be slinging around the YouTube, just doing a lot of swiping, coming back. I've done that a few times. Before I find YouTubers I want to watch, I just swipe left, swipe left, swipe left. Because it's all about how you get people's attention. Going to, well, be safe and take care of yourself, Yuki. Let us know how you. All right, Animal, it's good to see you, and let us know what they say, Yuki. Bank robbery, old school methods. That's. I think I watched way too many movies when I was a kid, and this was back when I was a kid, not since I've been an adult. But you know, when you're a kid, you're like, we could do that. I got friends, you know, we get away with something like that. And you're like, yeah, that's a great idea. And then you do the whole planning on it, and you're like, I mean, good God, man, how fast you got to go down that gravel road? But YouTube will probably sponsor me for that one. you know, we're like, no, you were talking about Robin. Yes, they did, sir. Yes, they did. Or yes, he did. But you kind of that was kind of yesterday. Though. That was on Good Friday, and on Sunday he rises. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Did you make any Easter bunny eggs? Any decorate your eggs or anything like that? I think I'm gonna take my daughter to Easter breakfast on Sunday. Take her down to a restaurant or something like that. Do something fancy. Because I don't feel like cooking Easter breakfast, and I know she won't make Easter breakfast, so. Oh, I probably should, but me and the Church of Man are having a difference of opinion right now. So, and I live in God's church, so it's okay for me. We normally have some big Easter egg hunts here in town, all around. They got the Easter Bunny travels to different events, like 6 different events. So it's kind of fun for the kids. But my grandson's not in town, so I probably won't do anything kitty things for Easter. But I don't do much for Easter. I don't really do. I mean, I used to be really big in the holidays, just huge. Like Christmas. Christmas used to be. I like used to put up like a million Christmas lights and decorate the whole house, and you know. Now I went solar power and all that. Put up a million Christmas lights is expensive, especially when you know, Christmas lights will drain your battery pack, your store pack faster than you would believe. But oh, and I don't, I went solar just because it was a big hype and everybody, you're still setting up a tree. We got a little micro Christmas tree that we set up, a little battery operated solar. It lights up and plays music. And I actually gave my buddy. We had a huge tree, one of those big huge plastic trees. But yeah, just it's better to, especially because we have a lot of cats. If they knock over the little Christmas tree, it's not so bad. But when if they knock over the big Christmas tree and you got bulbs and decorations everywhere, then you're like, man, I don't want to redecorate that damn thing. No, well, they are now. I've had to yell at them like 3 times to get off the road because they keep. When I first let them out, they were up top and they were just kind of wandering around. Morning, bandit. And then they kept inching towards the road, and so I'd get out and I'd yell at them. They'd come running back up top like they were innocent and they weren't doing anything. And now they're all just sunbathing by the hay bales, which I got to pick the hay bales up so they quit tearing them apart. But I mean, I let them out to eat the fresh grass, not to tear up the hay bales. Stupid goats. But I like letting them out though. I caught them. Yeah. Well, they're getting better though. I mean, if I say something, they come running because they know they're in trouble now. I mean, so they're getting better at listening to my voice, but it's still the I don't need them up on the road getting hit by one of the neighbors because my uphill neighbors they come burling down that hill and mock Jesus, and I'm afraid that one of my goats would make a hell of a dent in their car, and then they'd be like, "We're suing you," and I'd be like, "We're in free range. You can't sue me. You're supposed to be watching out for the animals." But I was like on my other property. Morning, how you doing? Morning. Welcome in. But it's like my other property. It's all free range area. But we're so far off the highway, it didn't matter. But I'm really close, and this property is like right on the highway, so I kind of like to keep the animals close and keep an eye on them. Exactly. Well, if they don't have babies this year, I'm not gonna say my name. Send Jesus. I think that's how you say your name. Send Jesus. Send Jesus. Send Jesus. Send. We're just gonna call you Peter. I like Peter better. That's your name is now Peter. Every time you come in here, your name is Peter. So I'm giving a shout out to Peter. Yes. Morning, Josh. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, you know, if I can't pronounce your name, I just give people nicknames and I'll remember your nickname. So that works. That works for me. I'm doing good. We're just having coffee talk and just hanging out here at the old Grumpy channel. You know, eventually I gotta get off my fat butt because it's a beautiful, warm spring day, and I need to start working on these garden beds, get them ready for first plant of May. So, yep, your new name is Sanchez. Sanchez. Your new name is Peter. Hey, I just wanted to let you know that Jesus. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that greatly in my heart. That you have a fabulous day as well, my friend. So, but yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just yammering about morning. You missed the whole breakfast conversation. You should have been here for that one. We had talking about eggs and bacon and a whole bunch of yummy stuff. And you know, if you're from another country, let us know what kind of breakfast you eat. We really like to know what kind of breakfast you guys eat in other countries here. It's Grumpy's Hangout, you know, because it's kind of intriguing to Morning Green Eyes. It intrigues me that, you know what, people eat differently in other countries for breakfast. You know, I think it's fun. So, and if you don't mind, get a cup of coffee and enjoy the coffee talk because that's fun. Oh, I think I should. You know what? I should go down tomorrow, and I should. You know, if they're doing a, I should find out if they're doing an Easter egg thing down there at the park tomorrow. Go do a live stream of the Easter egg hunt. I think that would be fun. Go interview the. Well, last year Easter Bunny though he was only like 12 years old, so I probably couldn't interview him if he's only 12 years old this year. But you know, any local news and going on around that area? No, I know a couple of church groups. They normally do big Easter egg hunts, but we normally have one down here in the state park. They come down a couple hundred kids, and the lady at the store, she has a whole group of people, and they hide like a couple thousand eggs for the kids. So I should go down when I go to the store. I'll ask her if they're doing an Easter egg hunt. Maybe I'll go down there and do some live streaming of the Easter egg hunt for Easter Day Sunday. I think that'd be fun. I might get a little sidetracked and just kind of check out the lake, but you know, what do you do? Hey, dog kid, welcome back. Oh, doggy dog. Doggy dog. It's doggy dog. You know, my stepsister's ex-husband's name was Doggo, so that's kind of funny. Which, who would name their kid Doggo? I don't know. Just kind of weird, I guess, but it is what it is, you know. Oh, that's kind of funny. So what are you doing up today, Eric? You just hanging around the house or dog? Well, no, it's Doggo, Dogo, Doggo. I mean, apparently, you know, apparently it is a big Hispanic name, so I can't really say much. It just has always kind of humored me about that, you know. So, but yeah, I'm gonna start doing that every time I can't pronunciate somebody's name. I'm just gonna start giving them nicknames for the channel. I'll just like write them down and I'll be like, oh hey, it's you again. Welcome in. You know. I'm normally pretty good about remembering people that come in, so it's pretty good. I'm just chilling around, hanging around the house, having a beer. Man, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, Eric. You gotta at least wait till noon. At least till noon. No, I'm kidding. You can have a beer. It's fine. Think about going to Vancouver. Hey, that'd be cool. It'd be a lot of fun. Gonna go over to the Big Island, Go flirt with the girls over there. Oh, you're back. Did I disappear? You know, Eric, it is 5 o'clock in Europe. This is you got me right. You got me on that one. It is cheers to like my stepdad's family says because they're Sicilian. They're like beer and wine aren't alcohol. They're just a dinner. They're just a table beverage. So I guess you can have a table beverage any time of the day. You know, because like wine, they make a dessert wine and a breakfast wine. So I remember you're deaf, which you must be really good at reading lips, and I can mumble really well. So, but my stepdad makes some. My stepdad and his family they make some really yummy food though. I mean, if you like Sicilian food, they make some really good food. So I know his niece made this anchovy pizza one time. This homemade anchovy pizza. It was pretty good. If you like anchovies, I mean, a lot of people don't like anchovies, but yeah, it's Italian. But it's just a little soccer ball from the boot. So, oh, and then my real dad's family, they're primarily German. They made a lot of German food. My grandparents are at M. At M? Oh, kind of. I mean, an anchovy is kind of like a sardine, yeah. Oh, well, tell your grandparents hello for us from Grumpy's Hangout to your grandparents. Happy Saturday. Yes, he does. My mom's in Australia. Nice. I went to school with an Australian kid. He was his dad was over working at the nuclear facility when I was a kid. Good kid. I liked him. Oh, Peter, I play video games sometimes. Not all the time, but I do play. I do when the kids will let me play with them. I'll play with the old video games. Get my butt kicked. I mean, it was like when I mean, I used to play. You're Austrian or Australian, but um, yeah, because it's two different countries. But I used to play Grand Theft Auto 6, 5. I think it was 5. GTA 5. Yeah, I was really good at that game. Man, I just ramming the cops and over the old prostitutes and things like that. That was good. Fly planes. I like flying the planes, crashing them into the ocean. Austria's beside Germany. Australia is down yonder. That's what Wyckoff is. No, I understand where Austria because Adolf was Austrian. Did you say Australian or Austrian? Maybe I read that wrong, Eric. Did I read that wrong? Oh no, you're right. You said you're. I totally read that wrong. That was totally my bad. But no, I know the countries are in different parts of. No, I really, Eric. I really need to. I really need to find my eyeballs or somehow make the chat like 9 inches tall that way, because you know, that way I'm not all squinting trying to read the small print. So I like you too, Camilla, but I keep it laptop in the car. I gotta get a new laptop because, like I said, I smashy smash. Well, I didn't smashy smash. The doggo smashy smashed the laptop, and it just really haven't been in the mood to buy a new one. I got a 20-inch tablet that I could be using, but I gotta find the. It's not really. I don't know. The tablet works pretty good. I think I could probably do more stuff with the tablet than I can with the cell phone, but yeah, that's fun chilling with your son the other day. Seems like a nice guy. That's because I kicked him in the butt a lot when he was a kid, Eric. I made a man out of him. I mean, you know, probably getting, he'll probably come on and tell me, you know, I'll probably get in trouble for that one. But I know you had a live stream yesterday. I did have a live stream yesterday. And my volume was working, and you didn't tell me, well, you can't hear, so it's not really your fault. And I apologize for being mean to you about that yesterday. Sincerely apologize since I didn't know you were actually physically hearing impaired. But, because, I canceled the whole live stream because you said you couldn't hear anything. And I'm like, darn it, not again, because that happens a lot, And I don't know if it's my service that messes up or YouTube that messes up, but I go on a live stream. Well, it's happened to me like 3 or 4 times that my son's only 23, Eric. Or you mean he seems like he acts of your age? That's because he's always. My son's never really hung out with younger people of his age. He always hangs out with older people, like his typical friends in their 50s, which, because they build cars and things, and he likes to build stuff, so he always hangs out with older people. Which, when I was a kid, I used to hang out with older people too. It kept you out of trouble. Because you hang out with kids, and kids just get you in a lot of trouble. Because they always come up with brilliant ideas to, hey, let's go do something stupid, That's, no offense to children. We love you all dearly, but, sometimes kids come up with some of the not smartest plans in the world. At least I can read your lips. So, hey, and I even trimmed my mustache so you can actually see my lips. So, see, it works out. Well, I did a lot of stupid things as a kid. I'm surprised my mom didn't beat me with a belt. Yes. Oh, you're lying, Green Eyes. I was a horrible child. each story to their each everybody has their own story. No. No, my mom was a sweetheart. She never beat us. I think she spanked me and my brother John one time with a belt. We laughed at her. And that was about it. So, but she had her secret weapon though. She had our dad. And bam! He had. Man, he just get that belt just a singing, like the old cowboy whips. So you stayed in somewhat of a line, You didn't try to be overly bad, but and I don't even think with like a lot of kids, they're not actually just being bad. I have many dogs, Yak. But and they're not misbehaved. They're just kids, and sometimes they don't think when they're doing things, and sometimes parents get a little overzealous and get angry about some of the smallest things. Kids need discipline, but they don't need to be whooped. But little brown bird scared the hell out of the goats. Watch the boil one now on your phone. Watch the boil one now on your phone. Okay, I can do that. Not right now because I'm in the middle of the live stream, but I can check that out, I guess. But no. That's an ASMR. All right, I'll check it out. Ooh, somebody's message got held for review. Oh, man. Nah, I'm not really caring about what the message says. YouTube's kind of, man, who's your favorite soccer player? Oh, Peter, I don't watch a lot of soccer, so I can't really give you an answer on that one. Who's my favorite soccer player? All right, Camellia, I'll see you later. It's always good to see you stopping by. My favorite soccer players are my niece and nephew. They were bad. They they were cool. They were pretty good soccer players. So they are my favorite soccer players. Professional players, I couldn't tell you. I don't watch a lot of soccer's, but you know, I mean, Sidney Cosby. Who's Sidney Cosby? Hey, Lynn. What's going on? What's happening? Welcome in. Welcome in. Like, share, and subscribe for everybody in the chat. Come in, say hi, hit the double tap or like, whatever, however this thing's going. Wayne Gretzky would probably be my favorite hockey player. And I think he's dead now, but he was pretty good. Who's your favorite baseball player? My favorite baseball player of all time would have been, Ken Griffey Jr. I think would have been my favorite of all time. Man, I really, when I don't really watch a lot of sports. If I'm out with friends and things like that, the sports comes on, we'll watch them and things. But I have so much things in life that I do that watching a lot of TV and sporting events. If we're going to go to a live event, I'm down for watching, but just turning on your TV just to watch it, it's never just been my thing because I constantly have stuff around the farm I got to do. So, but, yeah, he was pretty good. I was gonna say Babe Ruth, but I never really watched Babe Ruth play, so he was one of the best. So. I do watch every now and then though. I like watching the little. They'll have little short videos on baseball players on YouTube that I'll catch and I'll watch. But I mean, I've gone to some live games, but I just watching sports on TV really is not my forte. So, I mean, even with football, I mean, I when my team would go to the Super Bowl, typically I was driving, so I'd turn it on the radio and I just kind of imagine the game going in my head, and then I'd check out the plays after I'd get stopped. When I gotta go, it was nice talking. It was good saying. Thanks for stopping by, Peter. Come back later if you can. It was good hanging out with you, man. Nice to meet you. Oh. But yeah. I know I made my. Oh, congratulations. That's super awesome, man. Congratulations. Have you seen those shorts going on around about the people were like in the 90s? They were. Yeah, I've actually, well, the picture I posted was actually early 2000. Well, yeah, about 2009. I don't think I have any pictures of myself in the 90s anymore. I'm sure my mom does, but I was just a skinny little cowboy in the 90s, so why do you hate knee gods? What? Simply Saggy? What are you trying? I have no idea what you're talking about. Hate knee guys. Who's knee guys? Oh, Jesus Christ. Thanks, Simmy Saggy. You got me on that one. I'm not gonna you pain in the butt. That would have been good for April Fools, man. This is Easter Sunday. We got to behave ourselves. Morning, Matthew. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. And I'm doing pretty good. Oh, Simply Saggy almost got me on his wordplay game. He tried to get me to say the N word. Apparently, my brain kicked in. Like, nope, you can't say that word. Trying to get old Grumpy into trouble. Are you a Christian man? I'm a spiritual man. I don't believe that. I mean, I don't believe the church will save your soul. I believe that you have a righteous path to follow, and that's where you end up. I mean, they tell you how you get there. It's not through the church or your religion or so. A lot of people though they get stuck on the churches the way I've had a lot of religious friends over my lifetime. This one kid I went to high school with, cool kid, I liked him, don't get me wrong, but He always told me if I didn't go to his church, I was going to go to hell. Well, that's not what my Bible says. So I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe in spirits and the angels. I believe in nature. I believe in energy. I believe in a lot of things, you know. But I don't believe the Church of Man is going to save your soul because the good book tells you so. But so many people that go to certain churches, they believe that the way their church is read is the only way to do it. And you just can't believe that. What do you believe about the concept of sin? Well, if you read the Book of Mary, the Book of Mary says sin is an obstrucible thing, just as a control issue. That there's no actual physical sin, but then you go into more studied research that is there really a sin? Because sin can be forgiven, so it's more or less that the concept of sin would just be more of a legality of laws that man produces as stuff that you shouldn't do versus an actual biblical meaning of it. That would be my thought on it. Look up what Goner means. What Gooner means? All right. Why don't you just give me the definition so I can be lazy and I don't have to Google it later? That sins in the Bible. No, I mean, in Old Testament, if you go by New Testament, Jesus died for all of our sins and we were forgiven for all sins. And so if you ask for forgiveness of sin, the sin doesn't really count. That's kind of like, in my thought, and this is just me, that you can be gay your whole life and not commit into the actual gay activity, then you're not actually committing a sin. But you can still ask for forgiveness for the sin, so therefore, was it really a sin in the first place? If you can be forgiven for it, is it really a mortal sin? And they say the only sin you cannot be forgiven for is blasphemy against the Holy Father, which pertains to you've turned your back on God Himself, you know. So, if you've turned completely against God, you've committed the only mortal sin that cannot be forgiven at death, right? But if you still hold some love or resemblance to God, then you're still particularly not in committing a sin. So, but and if you look at the way historically the way men have growth in time, what wasn't a sin is now a sin now. So to me, a lot of sins have just become a societal norm. They're not really, it's more of a law versus a sin. So that's my church sermon of the day. you could probably disagree with me, or agree with me. I don't know. I mean, it's like people that read the Bible, they read the Bible as a whole. Well, the Bible itself is not written as a whole. The Bible is written in many books for a particular reason. So if you have a question and you pray upon it, you go to that section of that book to read where you need your information. You don't read the whole Bible to get. So please say hi to Lauren. Hi, Lauren. Morning. Good morning, Lauren. But you know what I mean, though. The Bible was set up so if you prayed on something, you've asked for something, then you go to that specific book in the Bible to know what your heart desires. So I feel like I'm dying. I thought you were going to the hospital, Yuki. You silly Billy. I thought you were going to the hospital. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, but I don't know. Yuki's going to be fine. We have faith in Yuki. She's a strong-willed woman. She's going to outlive us all. Oh, okay, Eric, I didn't think about that. She could be on her cell phone in the waiting room. You got me on that one. Imagine if you have cleansed and you will still return to the dirt. Imagine you have been cleansed, will you still return to the dirt? Well, technically, we all go back to dirt because if you read the scriptures, we will all lay in rest until the second coming of Jesus. So only a few chosen ones are actually taken up to the realms of heaven. Everybody else goes back to dirt. So and you're in eternal rest until the second rising of Jesus. So, and I don't know. That's just what the book says. It's just, I know my grandma always told me that, about heaven, how we're all going to go, but the book itself tells me that I'm going to lay in eternal rest until the second coming of Jesus, where we're all rise after the eternal damnation. Everybody's sent to the fires of not so funniness, but if we've been washed clean of sins and we return to the dishonor of God. No, because we come of dirt and we return to dirt. From dust we were made, and to dust we shall return. So, I mean, would be my thought. I'm still in the waiting room for a 50 chicken. It's me and one other person. Well, I mean, they'll get you in there, and they'll get you hooked up to an IV, and they'll give you some good old medicines, because Jesus died our lives and be changed for a life of sin and life of goodness. Well, I mean, yeah, I think so, Matthew. I mean, have they at least put? So you're just still sitting out in the waiting room? They haven't got you into your own little tiny room to. I think they should be a little bit more faster in the ER, but at least there's only two people in there. You're not like 1,000 people, so I'm trying. I'm having called the girl that got in the afternoon. Me and my drive me home. Well, you can't go home yet until you see the doctor, Yuki. She's in Ohio, Eric, but, or South Dakota. So who's in Ohio? Oh, that was the other guy. That was the other girl that was in Ohio. Man, my brain's just not working today. Sorry, Yuki. I know you're in South Dakota because we were just talking about where I got bison steak and Yellowknife. Are you at a reservation hospital, or are you at an American hospital? That, to me, that don't normally matters, because what Jesus has done on the cross, we were freed from sin, and Jesus gave us the power to be good people. He, he gave you the will to be good. Not everybody's good. Not everybody's without sin. So, yeah, Eric let me down. He made me sit. He let me. I thought Eric had my back. No, I'm kidding, Eric. Don't. I'm just flipping you turds. Yeah, my ex-boyfriend's British, and he ate toast and beans. I still don't get the. We need Oscar to explain the hype of toast and beans. We need Oscar to come in, because I don't still see. I'm gonna have to try it, I guess, on the whole toast and beans. I'm not really particular get on that one. I, you left me hanging, brother. You left me hanging. But I don't know why I thought she was from Ohio, because she has told us many times that she was from South Dakota. So that was on my bad. For God loved his only son, and he gave his begotten son forever. Yeah, that's true. No one on earth is without sin. Jesus is the only one. No, that's true, Matthew. Yuki sounds like a British breakfast. Just, where are you morons going? No, well, I got bought into the first my room. My first words have been misdiagnosed. Have been multiple times. Please take me seriously. Well, you gotta let them. You gotta let them run the test. I mean, that's why they call it practice in medicine, because they don't really know until they do all their particular tests. And no, I have faith in doctors, though. Some doctors know what they're doing. But you're gonna be okay, Yuki. They're gonna give you some steroids. They're gonna send you home. They're gonna don't forget to ask for your your stay out of work note for a few days so your boss don't get all angry dangry and and everybody here at the Grumpy Hangout, we're all here for you. We're all praying for you. We got your back. Well, 666 isn't actually a bad sign though, Yuki. It's just on how you look at it. It's a stipulation of just a number. Because actually 666 is actually a good spiritual angel number. It doesn't mean death or destruction or sin or demons, so it's all on how you look at the number. If you're in the algorithm, what the hell the word is, where they do the, no. Welcome back again, welcome back. So, I mean, Taylor wish I could think what the word. When you study the angel numbers and predicaments of the angel numbers, it's called somebody help me out here. Somebody that has a Google can throw it in the chat for me real quick. It's just a study of numbers and spiritualists, and that's gonna drive me nuts. Man, it's getting hot in this car. Time to crack the window. Where's my key? I have it. Where's my Yeti? I found my Yeti. There we go. Oh. Oh. Alga. Is it a bluebird day there, brother? It is. It is completely blue today. It is nice and sunny and warm, and all the birds are out finding their particular mates and gonna make some eggs and make some new babies. And you got Switch. My child has a Switch. I don't have a Switch. But I've been reading stories on like appendix person or women, but period cramps and or worse. And oh, well, you'd know if my dad's appendix ruptured on him, and you would definitely know if your appendix your whole side would just be inflamed, and you'd just be feeling nauseous, and you'd be completely out of it. And there'd be extreme signs, and the hospital would know if your appendix had ruptured. There's telltale signs of, well, right, that sounds scary. Well, it's better to have your appendix ruptured when you're younger than it is when you're old. Because like my dad was in his late 50s when his went. And am I married? No, I'm happily divorced. But yeah, and they had to put a tube into his stomach, and they had to recycle all the poisons and everything out of his stomach. Never can't be appendix. That's the right side. This is on my. You're just in pain. That's why when I get sick and stuff, I never go on to the Dr. Chat GBT or whatever hell it is. When you try to self-diagnose, and man, you'll come up with every sort of freaking illness in the book. My yeah, Dr. G. Yeah, thank you, Sean. You knew what I was talking about, though, so it's all right. We all knew what I was talking. Even though I kind of mumbled through it, we knew what I was talking about. You got me. It's cool. But my ex sister-in-law, she was, what up, Fire Marshal Bill. Fire Marshal Bill. Speaking of medicine, what's your opinion on weed? What's my opinion on weed? I think that if you want to sit in your home and smoke weed, I'm okay dokey with it. If you're out in public, I don't want to smell that stinky rat stuff. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, and I don't care if you smoke weed. I just don't want to smell it in public. I got a lot of friends that smoke. But it's like when they go, like we're at the bar and they're toking up their there's fancy weed, their little devil's lettuce and all that, which is you shouldn't be smoking in the bar because you're gonna get my bar closed down, and that's just gonna annoy me. So take take your weed and take it home and just enjoy your life. I've been getting him too high. We've been getting too high. Fire Marshal Bill, or have you been getting too high? He smoked he smoked you and then you smoked it. He something like that. I don't know what he's trying to tell me. But true, I feel like shit when I'm high outside, and I understand my. I mean, I don't care if you do it. I'm not against people doing extra activities. I just, your home is designed for special occasions, like doing stuff like that. But it wasn't bad. He couldn't ask for water. He smoked and I didn't. No. You know, I mean, I've dated a lot of girls that partook in. I can't partake in the devil's lettuce because of what I do in my licenses and classifications, things like that, because it's against the law. And they make me pee in a cup, but I'm not against people that do it. No way. The office started playing good news. Well, probably, but I don't know. Oh, you stupid goats. They've gone up into the high country. Same. I'm like the Pokemon. I want to collect all the weed. I can't tell you what I do for work. My side hobby is as I'm a hobby pharmacist, but I can't tell you what I do for work. If that makes sense. For medical purposes. You know, it's some instance when it comes to marijuana usage for medicine. It's you have to go back to what the book says. But I mean, like my friend had seizures and he smoked weed for his seizures, and he always said that it cured his seizures, but it never did. He just was so high that he didn't know he was having a seizure. So it just mellowed out the body sense to him having seizures. But he still had it quite frequently, 3 or 4 times a day. He'd have seizures. So, and like on the cancer, it doesn't cure cancer, but it does allow you to have an appetite and it allows your body to regenerate cells and all that. So it has its goods and bads. But I know a lot of people they think everything's a cure-all, and there's no such thing as a cure-all. It's just it mellows the symptoms. It never really, but you know. But it's like Alzheimer's or something like that. If a certain narcotic or drug actually would help to lower symptoms of Alzheimer's, use it. Don't think that you should be afraid to cure yourself. But when people get that whole thing of marijuana is a cure-all, it's not, because they used to say the same thing about alcohol. Alcohol was used as a medicine for thousands of years for a whole bunch of ailments. Then they found out that yes, alcohol in certain doses has goodness and it has badness. So I can't smoke it. It was labeled for millions at work, and hell no, I'm not willing to take that. No, I mean my job pays my bills, and so doing. I mean, so that's just my personal opinion on the wacky lettuce. That I mean, I don't care if you do it. It just I can't partake with you. So, hey Maria, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. But, I know people give me crap about it all the time, but the wacky well, then go do your wacky lettuce. Just don't mean I gotta partake with you. you know, some people are weird like that. It's like I drink and I don't force people to drink with me. I don't know. Hey Peter, welcome back. But I don't understand why everybody's all Can you sing happy birthday to my mom? It's her birthday. And if you do it, I'll subscribe. What's your mom's name, Matthew Ferguson? What's your mom's name? I mean, I'll give her a verse, I guess. And if you all want to hear Grumpy's horrible singing voice, you know, I think everybody in the chat can give your mom a whole, hey, hey, happy birthday. Her name's Emily. Emily, huh? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Emily. Happy birthday to you. Now, everybody's ears are bleeding from Grumpy singing, you know. That's pumping out Grumpy for. He was. I saw that. See that? He was like, oh, I feel so dirty now. No, just kidding. Oh, I needed one of those little those key things that you're in Margot. I'm Margot. Hey, Margot. Margot Josh. What? Yeah, you know those pitch keys where you go and they set your key and all that. I guess I needed one of them before I started singing Happy Birthday. Josh is my dad's name. Oh, all right. You must be on your dad's account. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, well, we'll try to keep it politically correct for the time being, I guess. Do you know who 21 Pilots is? Isn't that a band? Like a rock band or something? Am I close? Far off? I think I know who Stone Temple Pilots is, but yeah, it's a band. They made the songs. Okay, then yeah, I think I've listened to their music. I might have to wander out and go find the goats. Yeah, we're not gonna use that word in the chat there, Pearson. You do it again, I'm gonna time you out. So either clean up the verbiage or you're gonna have to go. I'm sorry about it because yeah, you're just not gonna listen. Uh, we're not gonna play that stupid game with people on Easter Sunday. No, yes, we don't need that inappropriate word flying around the chat. Oh, doctors look kind of worried though. Yeah, Parisa was a clown, but not in the humorous ways. Happy Easter day, happy Easter weekend. I'm hanging out with my friend Emma. Well, sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm hanging out with all you people. No, no, I don't know why people feel the need to go onto people's chats and use that unappropriate word like they're trying to be funny or something. And it's odd to me. Where my mama's happy Easter weekend, everybody. Man. Oh yeah, happy Easter Sunday, happy Easter weekend, everybody. Welcome in. Oh, there they are. I don't have to go look for them. I can see them now. They're right there. They're coming. They're coming back down off the hill. Here they come, like wild banshees. Why don't you ask the doctors if they give you something for the pain, Yuki? Give you something for so you can like a Tylenol 800 or something. You know, Mike. You know who? No. Who is that? Exactly. If you can't be happy, be grumpy. Well, welcome back, girls and sir. Welcome back. What service are you providing so I can support? I support. I don't really provide any service. sometimes we get in chats, and sometimes people have bad days, and sometimes we work it out. And sometimes people have grumpy days and we work it out. And sometimes we tell a whole bunch of bad jokes, and we tell a whole bunch of past stories and things. Goodbye. And just, okay, well, thanks for stopping by, man. You know, each to their own. You don't have to tell the whole chat that you're unsatisfied and you don't know what to do with yourself. I was like that guy. I was like, oh, Clint Eastwood yesterday getting all mad because I refused to take his money. You know, yeah. Well, Pearson's gone. He got timed out because he was a bad child. So my profile picture's funny on the way. My dad has just helped me out get my YouTube channel. Nice. Yeah, I got talked to. Yeah, Clint Eastwood was a silly belly. Do you like Michael? I like Michael Jackson. He had some good songs. Man in the Mirror. Uh, he had so many. His Thriller song, Cool Criminal. Oh, appreciate you, Josh. More the merrier. More the merrier. I like subscribers. Help the channel grow. If you hit the like button and all the little fancy dancy things on the side, it helps too. Your little hearts and flowers and smiley faces. Can you tell my father happy birthday? His name's Dixon Mays. Happy birthday, Dixie Mays. Dixon May. Yeah. Bye, man. Bye, Peter. Come back when you got time to hang out a little bit longer. Good to see you. Good to see you. I think my coffee's cold. I mate. Well, hello, my cousin from across the big pond. Welcome in, Stephen. Well, that's good, Yuki. I like when you remember my favorite colors. I shared a birthday with Mickey Mouse, and his birthday is November 18th, and my birthday is November 18th because the day I was born there with Mickey Mouse. Nice. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Like the original Mickey Mouse or the newer version of Mickey Mouse. The I like the old Mickey Mouse cartoons, but the whole Mickey Mouse Clubhouse thing, with the Doggoner song and all that, I just totally could not get into the the whole Mickey Mouse House Club thing. It just, the original Mickey Mouse Club was cool. I mean, they brought all the little kids in there, and they'd sing alongs and they'd do things, and then they went to the animated version. I mean, just really, it was weird, but okay. I've always like, I think Donald Duck and me, we got a lot in common. We're always grumpy, and me and old Donald Duck, we got a lot in common. We got that old man grumpiness going on. Just funny how the Photoshop of the smokes out of the wheat Disney and all. Right? You know, I share a birthday with Sophie Turner. I don't know who that is. I'll probably have to Google it. It wouldn't really probably come up to who the right Sophie Turner is that you share a birthday with. I share a birthday with Tom the Turkey, so. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. I've never really watched the show. I watched little YouTube clips of the show, the little battle scenes and all that, but I've never really watched the whole show. I know a lot of people, they were like really big into Games of Thrones, and kind of like the TV series Yellowstone. I watched little part clips of it. I just never could really get into the whole. And then they have that uh, spin-off series that it just not really that good, but it was kind of like Twilight, the whole sparkly vampires. I mean, I watched a couple episodes, but I never really could ever get into the show. It just was never my forte, I guess. I mean, but everybody has their own likes and things when it comes to TV shows and movies, and I do like documentaries though. Documentaries are always I mean they're boring as hell, but if you're into watching documentaries, they're actually pretty entertaining to the most part. But you know, when I was a kid, my dad always had us watch Stephen Miller. I think they were Stephen Miller movies. They were ski movies. I could be wrong about the name, but we'd always go skiing every year, and then he we for like 3 weeks before we went skiing. Well, Warren Miller, he was really big on ski films. Like 3 weeks before we went skiing, man, we were just like watching Warren Miller films and how to properly do it and go down the hill and you know, and then we'd still get to the mountain and forget everything that I watched some. It was pretty right. Plum Island was not a good place, but everybody, I was amazed that popped in my mind when my son was on when we were talking about things. But you know, well, I got another hate message. Everybody's on their Ikaraki aftershave today about stop hitting my car with your darn horns, you silly goat. What sounds good for dinner? Anybody have any good ideas? I never heard of it until yeah. I mean, it just there's lots of things that pop in my mind when you get talking and someone goes bloop and a little light bulb. Steak actually sounds good. And we had my daughter had tacos and I had taco salads last night, which that was pretty yummy. But steak and eggs. Would you stop hitting my car, you stupid goat? God, you're gonna rip my bumper off. Maybe I'll do steak and potato cakes. That actually sounds good. Fried tater cakes and steak. Ooh, I can do Philly steak sandwiches. Philly steak sandwiches sound pretty good. I do need to cook up that pork roast though. I got a big old slab of pork roast that I should cook up. Make some candy pork with it, or some rice. You and me, goat, we're gonna go rounds if you don't stop hitting my car. Little shit. Oh, I like Philly steak sandwiches, and you can't go wrong with them. It all sounds good. Not gonna lie. I haven't had spaghetti in a while, but my daughter doesn't like spaghetti though, so that kind of maybe we could do an Alfredo or something, or I could make a chicken bake again. Chicken bakes are pretty good. Can you sick the dog on to have it bugger off? No, I'm not gonna sick the dog on the goat to have it bugger off because then I'd have to pew the dog for being bad. You know, you, she can just learn to get along, I guess. I've been to Philadelphia. I didn't have a Philly steak sandwich when I was in Philadelphia, but I've been to Philly. I know I've been to Chicago and I've had their deep dish pizza in Chicago, and I don't know what everybody's talking about. Chicago pizza's not really that good. But have you heard it away from the goal? No, she did. She went over. She did. She went over on her board to sunbathe. She's just being honored today. No. Well, I think I only have one dog that actually probably bite the goats, and that he's not allowed to be out when all the animals are just roaming around the farm. Because I love the dog, but he gets excitable, and you know, so and the goats would probably gang up on him and thorn him to death. So I got to get a chest X-ray. I'm dying. You're not dying. They're just checking to see the fluid levels in your lungs, see if you have ammonia or not, and see what kind of proper steroids they got to give to you. It's just typical testing at the hospital, especially if you have ammonia. You're young. You're agile. You're gonna bounce back. Yeah. I probably just want to, you know, because if you got too much fluid in your lungs, then they got to give you a chest tube, and they got to drain the fluid. But I'm sure it's just regular. sickness. Oh, ow, 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 fat cramp, fat cramp. See, I got sympathy pains for you. Ow, ow, ow. Fat cramp. Oh man, that sucks. Oh. At 91, not bad, but something the doctor wants to see. They want to see if I got. I'm sure you. What breed do you have, Grumpy? What dogs do I have? I have a couple Huskies, a couple German Shepherds. I got, well, the Wolfhound and the Mutt belong to the son, but then I got a Brittany and a Fox Terrier. I got my hellhounds that, you know, that way I don't ever have to lock the doors. If you make it past the dogs, you know, good luck to you. But I mean, I sleep with my doors unlocked and my doors open at night, so I sleep pretty comfortable without fear. It's, you're not getting you're not getting well. And Pickles is a Great Dane pit bull mix. I got him from my ex. And he's extremely overly protective when it comes to me. He doesn't like anybody to get too excitable when they're around me, so he'll put them in their place very quickly. And he stands up on his back legs. He's over 6 foot tall. You know, if he was brown, he'd probably look like Scooby Doo. But he's black with white spots. Well, whiteness. He's been on film with me before. He's just a big puppy. But he goes over. I mean, I've taken him a whole bunch of places with me across the country. So, someone shakes your hand. Just put. No, it's more like, so. I was down in Southern Oregon, and I was chatting with this guy. He was getting, he had the whole excitable hand movements in front of me, and then the dog got in and pushed him back. And he just took his leg, like, no, not against my dad. You're gonna back up. And he's like, don't push your limits. But no, I mean, for the most part, he's just a big lover. I mean, now there's certain people, and because everybody wants to pet your dog in public, and I don't know why everyone just wants to pet your dog, and so I mean, and there's been a few people that he does not, dogs don't like everybody, and so, but I always think that's weird when everybody's like, "Can I pet your puppy?" No, you cannot pet my dog. People are so weird about that, They're like, "Can I pet your dog?" No, man. Can't you? You know. I mean, if a dog comes up to me and pets me, I'll pet the dog back, but I'm not just gonna walk up to every nilly dog in public like. No, like my huskies are actually pretty lazy, especially we have one husky and one Malamute, but she's just a big old fluff ball, and she just lazy, you know. She likes to sunbathe, but like in the wintertime, which is funny because huskies and Malamutes are supposed to be these fabulous winter dogs, and she does not like getting her feet wet. So if there's any kind of wetness on the farm, she's like titter-toeing through the, kind of up on her. And she's like, nope, gross. Am I free? Didn't you ask me that yesterday, Olivia, that if I was free or not? I feel free. I mean, I don't have chains or somebody like whooping me, so I guess, yeah, I'm free. Or are you talking like for purchase wise? And I don't think I'm ready for that kind of, I don't feel like I'm ready for that kind of commitment in my life for another wife, just to be honest. But, so, I mean, I know she has a pretty horse in her picture. It'd be really nice if you could make people's pictures bigger, just you actually. But so many people have fake pictures on YouTube, so you wouldn't really know anyways if that was really them or not. So Yeah, Libby, are you free? Like, not for purchase, but like just, I mean, because technically I'm not free because I'm in the middle of a live stream, so I'm kind of busy at the moment. Is that like you, right, Herc? Is that really you, Olivia? Is that you? Well, like it's probably my stepsister. Because my stepsister's name is Olivia. She goes by Ollie because he's 50-50. Mitch and matched. But off to take an X-ray. All right, we'll see you when we'll see you when you get back. We're all rooting for you, Yuki. We all rooting for you. You know, that's like 3 days in a row, Eric, that Olivia's come and asked me if I was free or not, and then she doesn't stay long. She just asks and takes off. That's probably bronchitis. You project and train any of your dogs into the territory by nature. They're just lazy. Well, a lot of the dogs I have are all rescues, and so some were pre-trained and some are not. But I mean, they're farm dogs. You don't really train a farm dog. They just their duty is to protect and serve the farm and keep bad things off the property. I mean, so as long as they do their job, I'm happy. I mean, and in the wintertime, they doggy pile on top of me, so I don't have to have the heat up blaring because I'm sweating all winter long, anyways. Well, and a couple of the dogs will do some fancy tricks and things like that, but most time they just like to go bye bye and ride in the car. And Zeke, one of the German shepherds, the only talent he has is getting kidnapped by pretty girls. He'll get in the car with any pretty girl. That's that darn dog. He some pretty girl like, come on, boy. He's like, okay, I'm a coming. Man, I swear he had stuck with teenage brain. Every pretty girl that dog would check. He'll be like, how you doing? I'm your new buddy. It's like, you stupid dog. He got kidnapped here last year before last by a pretty girl. He was on the outskirts of the 20 acres. He was just roaming around, and some pretty girl with big ambitions decided that he was a runaway out in God's country, out in the farm. So, what are you gonna do? So, I mean, can you blame the dog for getting kidnapped by a pretty girl? I mean, if a pretty girl stopped and said, "Hey, get in the car," I mean, I'm an old dog. She actually posted him on a on a Facebook post for rescuing animals, and then it popped up on my now ex daughter-in-law's Facebook, and they're like, "Hey, where's Zeke?" And I'm like, "I don't know. He's running around the farm, you know." So, but we got in contact ever. It was like she had him for about 3 hours, and I met her halfway because she lived like 70 miles away. So apparently hair shows up on x-rays. Oh, your lung hairs? Yeah. Or like your body hair. That was a fast x-ray. I want to go spend time at your hospital. Hell, last time I went to the hospital, I was there all day long. Like 9 hours. That sucked. Probably why I don't go to hospitals, but yeah, we got him back. And then So I went and picked him up at one of the parks, and he knew he was in trouble. He got in the truck and he had his head down. He was looking the whole time. He was not participating in any conversations. He knew he was in trouble. He was like, I know. I did bad, Dad. I did bad. And it's like, you stupid dog. Because I wasn't really looking on spending my whole day trying to chase after a dog, but apparently I had an x-ray when I was 7. Normally that happens. They hold your medical file for life. So, so have the doctors come up with a conclusion yet? Is it just bronchitis or is it pneumonia? Miss Yuki. But, oh, I think we lost all the our religious friends. Waiting on the X-ray results. Oh, okay. Can you tell my father? Did I already tell your father happy birthday? His name is. No, his name is not that. It is not, Mister Fan 3. That is not your daddy's name. I might be slow, but I'm not that slow, my friend. But good try though. And I think he should probably go see a proctologist if he has that kind of medical de facto. I think they call that hemorrhoids. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, Zaya, welcome back, darling. Welcome back. Oh, DM, you funny, funny guy, you. I like people like you. Oh, wonder how many YouTubers you've got to sing that to. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud for him. Really? I'm extremely gay, dude. I'm so happy today. I'm not like in the femininity of dating other men, but I'll be gay my whole life. I like being happy. That's fine. Do you know? I got decent amount of YouTubers to say it. I bet you did, because you get chat. You get talking on the screen, and you're not thinking about you're just on a roll, and then somebody pops in, and you're like, I like to read before I let because you're not the first person to come on here try to get me say something a little silliness. So I did mess up yesterday. I did have a slip, but but today I'm pretty good on. I thought you had my back. You never said that to me. Or hey, Eric. Oh, when you were fighting with Oscar yesterday, or was it Oscar? I figured you guys would just figure it out and quit fighting. But I mean, no, maybe it was who were you fighting with? Who were you fighting with yesterday, Zaya? I think it was Oscar. No, you were fighting with. I don't know. I figured you guys would settle it out eventually. I mean, you know, you're all individual people. I'm not your. And nothing really was. You guys weren't going. She got in a fight with somebody yesterday. She kept telling me to watch my language, and some other person come at her, and she told him to shut up. And it was a back and forth for a while. Well, I know it was a boy's name. I can't remember who it was though. No, I figured you guys would settle out your own. I mean, if it got extremely nasty, I probably would have had to time you both out for 5 minutes, give you the quit fighting with each other. But you guys made up. There was no hard feelings at the end. I mean, you guys figured it out. You guys were just mildly grumpy at each other. You don't get hot in the car. I got the window open, and it's only like 51 degrees today. I don't know. I'll tell you what it is. Let me turn on the jingle jingles here, and No, I know it's warmer than 38 degrees, you stupid car. Well, that's not true. That's not true at all. Well, no, because I don't have it hooked up on my car yet. So, but no, it's like 55 or 60 some degree. Well, you were here with it. You were. I can't remember. I don't know. And I can't remember what the whole fight was about. So I figured you guys would manage it out. I mean, if you guys start cursing at each other, though, that's when I'll step in. And if you guys like make the chat explosively angry, then I got the power to go bloop. But for the most part, you were all pretty calm about it. Oh, I remember who it was. It was accountability. You got in a fight with accountability yesterday. That's who it was. So I mean, because he was defending me, and I don't know. So I was not that. No, that's who you got. That's who you got in a disagreement with yesterday. Was accountability. His name is not. Yeah, it was accountability. No, maybe it wasn't account. Yeah, no, it was because he was our friend or was it Rinaj from India? It's not like there's thousands of It's not like there's thousands of people on here. So there's only like 9 people that come in here. What was it? She told me to watch my language. He told her to shut up. She got mad. He got mad. And it went back and forth for about 10 lines, and then it could have been Rehan. Maybe. No, I think it was. it, I don't know. It was just a disagreement between the two of them. They figured it out though. They solved it. I didn't have to put anybody in timeout for getting extremely angry. Oh, I remember because she said kick him out of here, and he said you can't kick me out of here. The whole thing was really. I mean, well, I'm proud of you, Isaiah, but I mean, let's kind of keep the fighting in the chat down a little bit. Let's not get angry at each other. We can be grumpy, but let's not be angry. You know. But we're glad you came back because you're always welcome here, and we highly enjoy you. We appreciate you here at Grumpy's Hangout. You're one of our favorite watchers and viewers. What are you talking about, bro? Your name is Grumpy. That's because I'm grumpy. Just because you're grumpy doesn't mean you got to be angry. It's an old man term. I don't know because I've hit that stage of life where I'm just grumpy all the time. But I'm a mellow grumpy though. I'm not outrageously crazy grumpy. No. If you can't be happy. Exactly, Yuki. If you can't be happy, be grumpy. Why streamers with 2 views think that they own the world? Why streamers with 2 viewers think they own the world? I don't know, keyboard warrior. Did you come on here just to have a disagreement, or just come on here and talk to poop? I didn't know I owned the world, but I own my little section of my little corner of my little channel because it's mine, and I worked on it. But all right, Eric, we'll be here for a little bit longer, but we do it for fun. Ow! But his name really fits in pretty good. Oh, we live in a ridiculous world, I tell you. I mean, I didn't know I was trying to take over the world, though. Do I seem like I'm trying to take over the world? That'd be kind of awesome. All right, my keyboard warrior friend that comes in here to harass people. I mean, what do you want? You want like have a conversation brains? Because we particularly know you don't have any because you're just a keyboard warrior, and that's your little fetish of life is go on people's YouTubes and cause riffraff. I mean, do you want an award? Do you want a donut? You want add a boy? You know what do you want from me? You want a good job, fellow, little fella? Huh? Read a book, bro. I've read many books. What book particularly do you want me to read, my little keyboard warrior friend, my little angry little fella? You talking? No, I'm talking to keyboard warrior. There, he's going off on his little skim battery. He's trying to get my goat. He's trying to get me. He's trying to get me angry. What's your thoughts on? I have no idea what that even is, my friend. Deborah, I don't know. So, oh, welcome back, Mister. And now are you crying because you can't get my goat? You can't get me. You can't get me angry. That's all right. I'm sorry. Happy Easter weekend for you, little guy. You should change your name to Keyboard Warrior in Training. That would be. Or are you trying to make him angry? I'm not trying to make him angry. He's coming at me, brah. He's trying to get me. Oh, good. Good to hear, Yuki. The way the world's going, I'm almost grumpy to ring the world. I mean, I would be too. I mean, oh, little fella, you're so cute. I appreciate you, keyboard warrior man. You're just a you're making my day so much better. I love you, man. Big old hearts to keyboard warrior. Keep trying, though, buddy. You're doing good. Hey, you never said that to me. I tell you that all the time, Zaya. That you're my. I just told you were my favorite. You were one of my favorite viewers. What are you talking about? you, you little silly Billy. There's some creepy looking machines over. I bet, Yuki. I mean, you are in the hospital. Why are you getting mad again, Zaya? Best. Oh God, what's her name? She's a Republican. She's probably one of the hottest trans people out there. What the hell's her name? It's gonna come to me. She's a big conservative uh, YouTuber. Holy poop! I can't think of what her name is. It'll come to me eventually. Blair White. Thank you, user. Blair White, keyboard warrior, is the best trans streamer because she's not mentally damaged and she's not a wacko leftist that doesn't understand the SMRs or any of the actual medical terms, what's going on. Am I a woman keyboard warrior? Thanks, man. I spent a lot of money to look this ugly. I appreciate you. The IV bag. Oh, did they put you on an IV bag? Nothing to do with you, but I think it's a good idea. Nothing to do with the one, but I think it's a good idea. Oh, all right, Zaya. So, I told you I'll look what that. No, you're a different person. You're like the second person asked me. You're the best woman to men's transition. Nice. I've always wanted to be a natural woman. I mean, I get stuck with my more feminine side of Sears, you know. I guess. I guess that's how that works. I think you're the only person that thinks I was a woman, but hey, man. Easter coming, I went for a walk and I saw a bunny, but a cat ran out and almost got it. Literally seconds later, the bunny came out and back door and took it out. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, well, that's okay. Well, welcome in, Did she send you over here to spy on me? To have her little her moments? There's a reason why I left the show, but it is what it is, and I'm not gonna talk bad about her. So I'll leave her for the poop talking. Oh, that's funny. It's each their own. We can all be adults. So I'm doing good, man. How are you doing? Hello, Reno. Well, I like I said, I'm not gonna badmouth her. I'm not gonna do it. If you know, she is her own independent person, and she makes her own choices. So we're gonna keep on the high road. That. Well, I'm glad you came in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, man. The more the merrier, man. We like everybody comes in here. We have no distraughtment against anybody. So I know, dude. Jesus is my buddy. Jesus is like my brother. Me and Jesus, we had some good times. Are we talking about like the holy roller Jesus? I thought you were talking about my Mexican friend Jesus. You know, him and me and Jesus, we've done some partying. We've walked the line. You know, has life been good? Life is always good for me. Life has been really good for me. I've had a great life. I got busy with the big contract. I was working on it. When I got back, it was pretty just. Oh, are you R user? Are you R? Are you Ryan? I bet you're Ryan. No, I could be wrong, but that's just in my jest of guessing. You would be Ryan. I messaged you on I messaged you on Discord. You never messaged me back, my brother. Oh, oh, that's funny. Hey, that was pretty guess though, wasn't it? Though I knew exactly who you were. Oh man, I could have been psychic. How you been, man? It's been a while. Hey, Eric. That was a fast trip to the brewery. Oh, oh. Well, I got this highway contract and things. We got that 2 hour mark and it reset the stream. Yeah, highway jobs are pretty fun. Unless you get into pumpy soil and the freaking state guy keeps doing adding stuff into the contract where you got to keep rebidding it. But conclusion, they didn't say anything off the bat. They're doing a hire at Emil and we'll be back on Monday for medication. The thing it might be ammonia. And they didn't give you any steroids or anything like that to break up the stuff in your chest. That's kind of weird. What kind of doctors you have in South Dakota? Or they put you on medication and then you got to come back on a Monday. Maybe I read that wrong. So, well, it's good to see you though, Brian. I like friendly faces. The wife won the argument. She got the new house being built, giving our old one to the daughter and son-in-law. Nice. That's pretty awesome. Hello, welcome in. How you doing? I'm not gonna try to pronunciate your name because I can't see it on. It's so tiny and I ain't got my eyeballs on. So we're gonna. Your new name is gonna be Jehoshaphat. That's your nickname in the chat today. Is Jehoshaphat. So they got me on antibiotics. There was anything confirmed for like bronchitis. Yeah, but I gave me meds. Yeah, you'll go home and you'll rest and take some? Did they give you anything at the hospital right away? Did they, they try to take out the inflammation so you can breathe a little bit easier? Or they just put you on a steroid to pick up at the pharmaceuticals, the pharmacy? Ari, I got a whole bunch of rock you could come steal from me, and then it'd be off the property since I'm just a rock farmer. You had look at the gonna pop. What? My head looks like it's gonna pop. Are you saying I got a fat head? Is that like saying I got a lot of brains? I'm gonna take this compliment. Thank you. I'm gonna take that as a. I got a big head, so I got a lot of brains. Of course, they say if you put your two fists together, that's the size of your brain. That's the size of your heart. From here to here is the size of your shoe. So, I mean, I think I got a normal human brain. I don't think my. You should go to the hot springs. My dad is getting me a sign off fries and burgers. Man, I want Burger King. Tell Dad to buy me Burger King. I want a Whopper with cheese and no pickles. I don't know. I just never been a fan of pickles on my burgers. I like pickles on the side, but I've never really been a fan of pickles on my burgers. And I'm just at the shop today putting my new smoker together. And I was scrolling, thought I knew the voice. Oh, yeah, you can't forget this voice. It's been kind of. Have you watched any of my cartoons? I sent you a link when I first started on the Discord. I don't know if you're still in the Discord or not, but my ex-man's girlfriend works here, so it's awkward. Well, just tell her you love her. That's when he told me about that he hated me. Well, hate's a sad word. That what that means, Yuki? It means you still have control over his thoughts. If he hates you, that means you still control his thoughts. That means their relationship's gonna be awkward and weird because he still thinks about you. I don't give people that kind of power. I just, I forgive and I walk away. It's a lot easier. I mean, even though I might burn a bridge or two before I walk away, but that way that. Oh, because people that I don't like unloyal, mistruthing people. It just kind of gets you. I have to go check in and out. Things started getting really off the topic, and on the Discord, I kind of stopped playing it, paying attention. Oh, I mean, yeah, I got booted off the other Discord, so I made my own. I had a few people that came along with me, but not everybody. So, and you find out who your friends are, Ryan. You do. You find out people they got your back or they don't. You know, that's no hard feelings to anybody. Just nothing but respect. But I think we're getting to that 2 hour mark, though. Probably should get some. He said he hated her and would never get with her because she hurt his best friend. And then that's typically how it happens, Yuki. People never trust people's words, trust people's actions, because people's actions. Oh, thanks. But yeah, I'm just not about to crash out on if you hit me up on Discord, I'll tell you a little bit more, but I'm not gonna do it on the live stream. That way, it's just between you and I. But oh yeah, yeah. You really got to trust. Listen to people's actions or watch people's actions. People lie. I mean, they might mean good intentions and all that, but you really words don't mean anything if their actions don't fit what they say. I've met a lot of people like that you give them a lot of love and a lot of attention. You give them your loyalty, and they have no physical loyalty back to you. They just use you for their particular gains, and then they replace you just as fast as you met them. So that's just all in that game. But so, oh man, I should do something important today. Oh, I got to do the garden beds. thank you for all reminding me. I gotta do the garden beds today, because tomorrow I might go down and I'm gonna go talk to the lady at the grocery store here and see if they're gonna do a big Easter thing. And I might go do a live stream tomorrow. Watch all the. I don't know. Should I be? I probably shouldn't, because it's gonna be a kid thing. Maybe I will go interview the Easter Bunny though. Have an Easter Day thing with the Easter Bunny on a live stream. I think I'll avoid the children art though, because people are weird like that. So maybe I'll hold off on that idea. I'll ask first before I do it. You know, since I'm not a news organization, people like to put weird assumptions on things. So do the art. I like art. I'm really good at finger painting. Make the circles and the hand turkeys. With the eggs, and then you give them a little hat. And I can draw buildings. I can do blueprint drawings. I don't know if it's art or not, but it's all math and measurements. So I took a class on that, how to do blueprint drawings, and read blueprints. Sorry, gripping chat. Oh, no worries, Eric. I'm actually about ready to. We're at the 2-hour mark, so I was about ready to kick off anyway, so I can get some things done in the farm. So I'll probably be back on later, though. If anybody wants to come hang back out with Grumpy, it was all fun with everybody. I mean, they can be art or Ryan. So, well, everybody, like I always say, if you can't be happy, let's be grumpy together. You all have a good rest of your Saturday.